When I first met Maika, it was during the chemistry read. She was like in her tub because she was like, there's nowhere to like do the Zoom call. And I was like, this is gonna be fun.
Welcome to Scene on the Screen. My name is Jacqueline Coley. My guest today is one of the stars of Reminders of Him, Tyriq Withers. We are back. Scene on the Screen. I'm joined today with the star of Reminders of Him, Tyriq Withers. Welcome to the podcast, sir.
Thank you for having me.
It is a shift, though, talking to you from him and also talking to you on things like I Know What You Did Last Summer to now be talking to you in this, let's just say, genre shift into this. So like talk a little bit about why you wanted to go here. I think that, you know, maybe there's just like a hopeless romantic at heart here and they just kind of like kidnapped you into horror, but I'm curious what brought you to Reminders of Him.
Yeah, I think there's a litany of stories that are, you know, in my soul. And I think there's so many ideas I want to explore. And I think life is an epitome of that. There's things that are scary. There are things that are funny. There are things that are sad or romantic. And I think I was very adamant with doing that with my resume, and I challenged myself to go to those spaces. And I always say that, you know, I did, you know, the slasher horror and then like psychological thriller, but the scariest one I've done yet was Reminders of Him.
Really?
Because it's that romance, that chemistry, the yearning, the gentleness of masculinity. And I think to portray that was a challenge because, you know, what if they don't believe that I feel this yearning for this character or so I'm just having fun with it.
I mean, more than having fun with it. Also, I will say if you were going to do romance, there's other ways you could approach it in a much more, this is one about, you know, forgiveness and redemption. And the themes of this one are a lot different than I think more recent romances have been. This is kind of a throwback to like, you know what I mean? The romances of like maybe 10, 15 years ago in like a really great way. Yeah. Talk to us a little bit about like some of the stuff that you explore in Reminders of Him.
Yeah, I think one of the most important themes of Reminders of Him is you're not defined by your worst mistakes. And I think that's a testament to being human. And, you know, I want to attract stories that really goes to the depths of what it means to be human and to accept people for their flaws. Hopefully people can resonate with it.
Well, I mean, people already have. I mean, this is a very dedicated fan base. Look at you laughing because I mean, like how many times do you portray a character? I mean, Ledger Ward, he already had like fan art and like fan fiction and like so many things around it. And so you're stepping into it. Talk a little bit about that because the fan base has already embraced you. I've seen it already. Like they're in your comments, the Colleen Hoover, what do they call them? The cohorts. Like they are really, they're like, bring this movie to us now. Talk a little bit about that because I know you've probably seen your mentions. You're online.
You know, in a safe way. I don't go searching. I remember getting the script and then I was like, who have they fan casted? And you're like, you look and it's like a Hemsworth and you're like, oh God, I'm not the one for this. So, I'm just grateful to be a part of that universe, the Colleen Hoover Cinematic Universe, and how iconic to be a literary phenomenon and have such an army to like rally around you. And you know, I'm so grateful that Colleen created this world and that she saw Ledger Ward in me and hopefully the fan base liked what I did. So we're here.
Well, they're definitely anxious to see it. And like, let's be real too, it's Reminders of Him. And so it's like, you would think of it, but you are so outnumbered in this whole endeavor. There's just women like live between Colleen, the fan base, also your co-star. I mean, like just, I think the idea of this story also being just like such a female story.
Absolutely. I think, you know, being in a male dominated industry, I think it's magical to see women lead the story. You know, I have male privilege and for my art, I want to serve as a vessel to amplify voices. And I think this story is rooted in motherhood and I could never know what that's like. And so I can only add to the story. And what a great experience it was to follow the lead of Colleen, to follow the lead of Vanessa, follow the lead of Maika. And there's nothing I'd rather be doing.
And we can't wait to see it. But before we do, we're going to dive into some stuff that you've seen on the screen. This is great. I guarantee you you're gonna do well on these. Let's go into our first quote. You know that meme that's like, if someone you love dies, do you still do your skincare routine? Now I know the answer is yes.
Let me think about that one. I Know What You Did Last Summer, the 2025 version, said by Danica Richards.
Yes, played by
the iconic, the magical, the diva, Madeline Klein.
Very well done. Yes. Recent one, so you remember it. That's a different one for you because that was actually your first time in a film after television. Yeah. And it was also... It was a mix. It was kind of like in between the two of like the comedy.
It was actually filmed after him.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Wow. Which was actually my first time in a movie. You want to know? Was a movie that hasn't come out yet. Opposite Eric Dane.
Wow.
Family Secrets is the working title. But so it went Family Secrets. Then it went to him. Then it went to I Know What You Did Last Summer. Then Reminders of Him.
And that's just like the way the movies work. And so great. I mean, listen.
But the rollout is different.
Yeah, no. But then also getting to do something with Eric Dane. You know what I mean? You're going to be a part of his legacy in Hollywood, which is so amazing. But we'll be on the lookout for that one for sure. Talk a little bit about, because I think that movie, when you were promoting it, was the first time people got to see, I don't know, you having fun, because you have fun. It doesn't matter what the movie is. You have fun promoting it.
You have to.
Let me ask you about this, because not everybody in your position looks at it that way. And I think you do it because, well, one, you're good at it, and then you just have fun. But what was that sort of like leaning into it? Or when did you first make the decision? You're like, I'm going to have fun with this.
Yeah, I think I Know What You Did Last Summer was a bit of a, learning experience. I get to like blend into the ensemble, let Chase do the thing, let Madeline do the thing, Jonah, Sarah Pigeon. We're all lovely, so I'm a sponge, so I learn from everyone. And I don't shy away from anybody's advice. And then it kind of clicked to me where, just showing up as me is enough. And I think I come from a place of like, I went through a lot of things childhood-wise that, it was very dark. And I think my way of coping is, experiencing joy or finding that joy. And, who doesn't like to laugh? And we're promoting a movie, so I'm inviting you in to see the world that we created. And it can be a heavy movie, which it is, but there's so many layers to it. It's not a comedy. Yeah. So, I think it will be a double beat for me to be like, a Ledger Wars in the press. Come March 13th in theater. Like, what?
No, that's fair. And I think too, like it's taking, in some ways, taking a risk. Like it's just, and that's kind of, I think, is that how you pick these roles? Because you just, as much as you seem to be just trying to build your career and do good work, you seem to be very particular in the sense that you don't want to do anything that feels too safe. Yeah,
absolutely. I think part of that is communicating with your team. Shout out to my team. And manifesting. What do you want to be a part of? Like with the Ledger Award and Reminders of Him is a very, very serious, very quietly suffering person. I feel seen in that. And like nothing good comes from like playing it safe. I think I can go do this, do a lob, and we make a movie. Or I can push myself to places that I didn't know I could go. And I think it's much more than what you see on screen. It's the beautiful thing about making cinema is the journey, the growth that I've experienced, the growth that Vanessa experienced, Colleen, Maika, those memories we get to hold dearly to our hearts. And I think when you challenge yourself to, not play it safe, that comes with it. And great art follows.
I dig that. And we get to see it soon. All right, next quote. See, you did great. You knew exactly which one it was. Yeah. Man, I'm not going to put the affectation on this that it deserves, but you drop a pass, you run a mile. You miss a blocking assignment, you run a mile. You fumble the football, and I will break my foot off in your John Brown hind parts. And then you will run a mile. So you got me here.
Man. I wonder who that is. It's the GOAT. It's the Denzel Washington. You notice I said Denzel.
Yeah, Denzel, because it's not Denzel, because it was, yes, but he couldn't, he's told the story. His dad has the same name. She's like, you need a different name.
Denzel,
look at you, up on the
Washington.
lore.
Remember the Titans? A goated one.
Yeah.
Yes. A movie that like we moved on from too fast for me, Flight.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, that ending. I'm drunk right now. Like, what?
Yeah.
But then you have like the effortless swagger of like Devil in a Blue Dress. You're watching Denzel like just exist. And then one of my favorite movies, Carbon Copy.
Oh, wow.
Where
I haven't seen that one in a minute, too.
Yeah,
nice.
That's one of his first ones. You got to lock in.
I mean, like, that's pre-Ricochet, I think. They're like right in there. Sorry, why are you laughing? I'm like, I remembered it live. You have a memory.
One of my favorite movies is The Great Debaters.
Oh, yeah. Glenn Powell.
Glenn Powell's in that one.
Yeah.
And then Denzel directed that one.
Yeah.
Wow, powerful. I think that might be one of my top Denzel movies.
Talking about it, I mean, look, every young
actor. Just gonna
go ahead.
I'm nominated with Denzel for an NAACP Image Award alongside next to him. Come on.
I would own that. Be like, they thought we were on this level for that.
What a way to meet Denzel.
Yeah, no, that's great.
What a way to meet Michael B. Jordan, because it's like two people who are a big reason as to why I'm acting.
Oh, wow.
And now it's like, how poetic, you know, and I'm just here. I'm just the boy. I'm just happy to be nominated.
No, that's really dope. And then I guess I would just say to you, like in general, what you talk about with Denzel and with Michael, is there anything that you've sort of observed from their career that you want to keep as a touchstone that's a part of yours?
Yeah, I think with Denzel, when you watch him perform, you kind of fall in love with Denzel, and he's able to embody a character. But I used to think acting was you need to disappear into the role, and then I realized that there will always be a part of me in every character I play, and I think that's enough. And bringing my own perspective and my take to Ledger Ward, I think there's a percent of Ledger that you see that I am truthful to who I am, and I don't shy away from that because of Denzel and what he does, and his effortless swagger, his effortless aura, the way he walks, and he walks into a scene, his confidence, being able to just know you are enough. I think that's powerful, and to do it in an industry that isn't built for you, I think that's very important. One of my favorite speeches is when he wins an Oscar and they gave it to Sidney Poitier the same night. And he was like, they give it to you the same night. And he's been chasing him all his life, and there's nothing he'd rather do. And I think that's one of the most iconic moments of deference and understanding there's people who come before you, and they break down the barriers so you could stand here today and be on set.
I dig that. I dig that. And also, not a bad one to try and chase, right?
Oh,
absolutely.
Absolutely.
Here we go. Quote number 3. You've taken the worst moment of her life and made it into who she is. See, I knew you know these.
Yeah, I know that one. That one's a lob. That's an alley-oop.
Yeah, but you made it.
So that's me, Ledger Ward, and reminders of him. So if you haven't seen it, spoiler. But that was one of the hardest scenes to do.
Well, let's set it up because we haven't talked about it, and I wanted to save it until now. Your character befriends and builds a romance with a person who is also responsible for the biggest loss of his life. We'll leave it at that. Yeah. You know what I mean? And we don't have to go into the details of it, but that right there is a lot. Like imagining somebody who has probably been a part of the worst moment of your life and then finding love with them is something that a lot of people can't contemplate.
Yeah.
But your character not only is in that, he's the one leaning into it. Like he's the one doing the convincing, which I think is interesting. How is that to play that authentically? Because I don't know if I have that in me. You know what I mean?
To do what Ledger did? Yeah. But what a beautiful gift movies are, and I think that's why movies are important, because they present a story and allow you to put your own take and experience on it. And, people who don't agree with their actions, that's 100% valid, because I think that the common theme with it is grief, and the way you deal with grief is 100% valid versus how these two characters chose to deal with their grief, their biggest loss. And again, it goes back to understanding empathy and sympathy, knowing that you aren't your worst mistakes. And there's 3 sides to every story. My side, your side, and the truth, you know, and hearing people out and, you know, knowing intent versus impact. You know, you intended and you did this, but it impacted me a certain way. And so, yeah, I think that's what will bring people into the story and keep you on the edge of your seat or invested into the will they, won't they. And, you know, sometimes movies can stir up a little, like, ugh, could I, you know? And I think that's some of my favorite movies. Like, could I like weather that storm?
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. It's a good question to ask. Yeah. I think it's also easier when you have, and you've already talked to this a little bit about, when you have folks around you to kind of make that easier. And I'd love for you to talk a little bit about how you and Maika sort of like approached it, as far as like the two of y'all knowing that, like, listen, this lives and dies by y'all, right? So from very early on, you've got to build the thing with this.
When I first met Maika, it was during the chemistry read. She was like in her tub. She just bought a house. First of all, flex. She's in her tub because she was like, there's nowhere to like do this Zoom call. And I was like, this is going to be fun. And then, you know, I got the part. And then she immediately, like, a couple of days later, she was like, hey, we're about to go see Giveon at it was, I think, the living room here in LA.
Yeah, okay.
And I was like, green flag. So I went to see Giveon with her boyfriend, and some other friends, and just kind of like broke the barrier of like, I don't know you, but like, and then, you know, we had a time. And then, you know, working on set, flying to Calgary, Canada. We were really intentional with like, you know, spending time with each other, hanging out. We did some rehearsals.
With Vanessa too, I'm guessing.
Vanessa,
yeah.
And it was funny. Vanessa was like, bring something from nature to this altar.
I dig that. This movie needs that. I like that.
Yeah, right.
Like
That's why I love Vanessa, because she's so spiritual, so frequency based, and is a nice reminder of like the intangible things that you're supposed to keep track. She kept track. And me and Maika had a shared experience of like, okay, like
but you lean in though.
But you lean in, and I think Maika didn't bring anything, and I brought like a watch, and I was like, oh, I missed the nature part, but technically it did come from nature.
Yeah, somebody made it.
And then, you know, that shared experience, and I think through the ministry of presence, you learn about each other. You learn about their darkness, so you can sort of look at them with light, you know, and see the light. And in that, I just felt protective over that, and wanting to, you know, service this story as best as possible. And there's a lot of me, hey, you want to eat lunch together? You know, hanging out.
Oh, we're gonna get to more of that. There was more than that. Y'all did a lot more than that. Like, there's a lot more. Y'all were having antics on that set.
We were.
All right, we're gonna move on to our next popcorn bucket, and these are our trivia questions. This is even easier. You've already done amazing, and we're about to go to true false, which is like the absolute best. Before she played Monica in Love and Basketball, Sanaa Lathan had never played basketball.
See, man, Omar. Great, iconic movie, Roman Empire, like Mount Rushmore of like, your initial thing is like, she knew. But I'm going to say she did not know, so false, right?
No. Yeah, in fact, there's a great DVD featurette of Love and Basketball where Sanaa Lathan talks about all this work that she does. And Juniper's father was like, I gave you the trainer to get you those arms, girl. Don't. Like, she's like, listen. Because Sanaa Lathan's arms in that movie are like crazy good. And it was because she was like shooting all the time. And obviously Gina Prince Bythewood, being a former college basketball player, she was just like, listen, girl, I put you through not even like a basic of what I used to have to do. And as a former athlete, I'm sure you could appreciate like that aspect of it, especially after what you did with him, like the physical aspect of it. I don't know.
Yeah, it whips you into shape just mentally, like the cadence, how you speak, the way your body feels when you walk on the set, the way you know, the chemistry between the two characters.
Question, which was harder, like college, like getting ready for the season, or getting ready for him? Like, which one put you through the paces more?
100%. Getting ready for him.
Really?
Yeah, getting ready for him.
Wow.
Yeah, because you got to think, I never played quarterback. And I think a lot of people have a false notion. Like, if you don't really know football, you're like, oh, he played football. It's like, no, I caught footballs. And then I tossed them back to the quarterback. No, I had to like not only throw a football, but I had to learn how to throw a football like a D1, number 1 draft pick prospect. And the amount of throwing I was doing, you know, quarterbacks take time off after the offseason. I was throwing to learn and to get repetition, to the point where I threw my arm out, and I had to not only learn the mechanics of a quarterback, I had to build the physique. So I was, you know, bulking in the gym, and then I had to go to football, and then I had to do cardio, and then I had to cut, and then I had to like do a certain regimen while I was shooting, and then I had to do take after take after take of throwing, and they flipped the world, throw, threw my arm out on set. It was insane. So, but not to take away from prepping for a season. I wasn't a starter, so I don't know. Like,
I mean, that's why you were skipping practice to go audition, correct? 100%. And by the way, do you remember what you were auditioning for that you skipped practice for?
Yeah, it was the first ever Black Student Union play at Florida State.
That's crazy.
And it was a contemporary play. They wrote it. And I think it was called I'm Dropping Knowledge.
Wow. That is very Black Student Union. I'm sorry. I'm going to call you out on that. I'm sorry. I'll say that with love.
And it was an open call it was an open call, and I just saw it, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to show up. And then I lied to my coach, my receivers coach. Dawsey, is it Lawrence Dawsey? Coach Dawsey, he was so cool. He played receiver at Florida State, and I was like, oh, I got a test. But then I remembered I did a monologue from Fresh Prince. Nice. Went locked in, nice. And then got the part, and then
the rest is history.
Yeah, rest is history.
This. All right, next, true or false? True or false? Paul Newman became the only actor to win 2 Academy Awards for playing the same character for his portrayal of Fast Eddie Felson, 25 years apart in The Hustler and The Color of Money.
Fast Eddie. I know he didn't win for both.
Yeah.
Maybe nominated for both.
That's correct.
And then I don't know. I know he maybe won for one.
I mean, Paul Newman in a lot of ways was Leonardo DiCaprio of his time. He kept getting nominated, and a lot of times lead, but not winning. Because he got nominated for Cat on Hot Tin Roof, didn't win. Got nominated for Hustler, didn't win.
You know Paul.
Well, I know Paul Newman.
Yeah.
He's literally like, I mean, he's up there for me. Like, I started this
I think about the egg scene. Yeah. Cool Hand Luke a lot. Like, did he eat all those eggs for real?
I think back at that time, probably. Yeah. It may not have been one take of that. And I think I've read about the fact that he was like throwing up in between scenes.
I was on a short film once, and I had to like actually throw up.
Wow.
And I like really made myself throw up. And that was Paul Newman coded. So method, baby.
Method. Back when it wasn't even method, it was just trying to get through the day because there was no CGI. It's interesting though that you talk about though, because I'm not saying, you know, we're not going to name any names, but there was just literally like an article where somebody was talking about it the other day. I think Winona Ryder was talking about it. Like, you know, they don't watch old movies. And I appreciate that you seem to be a person that really wants to learn from the masters. Yeah. Like, talk about that being a part of your process and looking at legacy people like Paul Newman and saying, like, this guy can help me be where I want to be.
Yeah, because they, like, who were they watching? And like, they were like, this is like, movies are being made for like, kind of like the first time ever. And so if that worked then, what can I like bring to my work and, you know, learning from the greats. And I think same with sports. It's like Michael Jordan, you know, crawled so LeBron could walk. Kobe could, So, yeah, I think it's really important to pay deference, respects to those who come before you. And I think cinema is always evolving, and hopefully somebody, I don't know why they look at my work, but decades from now will be like, oh, snap. Ah.
Yeah. I mean, and also was a good human being. I mean, he marched with Dr. King, literally, and then set up like Newman's Own, which like still gives money to people, which is crazy when you think about it.
And he had no reason to do that. And also going into the fashion of it all, like...
I mean, he was a trendsetter back then. When he goes to Cannes, I forget what movie he was at Cannes for, but there's like all these pictures of him at Cannes that year.
Was he like had like a cigarette?
No, it was the glasses. There's like
on the boat?
Like with the boats. Yeah, with the boat glasses, and then him coming out of the water in that like swimsuit. Like, listen, the man was the man.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna move on to our third.
You know, he's my uncle.
Yeah,
no, I'm kidding.
I would see him.
I'm not Nepo.
So this Paul News fan would be like, wait a minute, listen. Have you seen him with Diane Carroll in that movie? Don't be surprised. Yes. No, I'm just kidding. No, kids. I'm
an aspiring Nepo baby. I'm trying to figure out Bill Withers is my uncle. And I haven't figured it out yet.
I dig this. True or false?
Uh-oh.
Third trivia question. True or false? On the set of Reminders of Him, you surprised your co-star,
Jesus Christ, I know.
Maika Monroe, by dressing up as a 6'5" version of the Lorax.
False. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's a lie. Pull the clip. Roll the clip right here.
That's true.
How did this happen? I just want to know, what is this? Because did she like tell you she likes the Lorax?
Well, we're doing a Universal movie and they're like really big on sustainability and Lorax speaks for the trees. No, I'm kidding. Like,
what is this? We are. Shout out to Greener Light. No, that is a real thing.
I'm just so unserious that I'm like, how do I have fun today? And it was like a mix of things. Maika had went away and it's a tough shoot. She had to carry a lot and I just, making people laugh. That's how I get a fix, and it was a T-ball scene. I don't think it made the movie, but I'm a T-ball coach to a bunch of 5-year-olds. So it was like 25-year-olds. And I'm like, hey, Stingrays on 3, woo!
Oh my gosh.
And I had this idea during lunch that I would dress up as a Lorax and surprise Maika, scare her in her trailer. So I was just like standing there and it scared her a little bit and she loved it. And I was like, oh, let's go talk to kids. Like... that didn't go over too well.
They didn't like
kids,
it either?
Some kids started crying.
No!
They were hiding behind their parents. And I was like, no, wait, it's me. It's me.
I mean, it also, like, let's be real. It's not even a small Lorax. Yeah, like, it's such a big Lorax if you're doing...
It's a big body built Lorax. 6'5". Yeah,
well, you surprised her with that and then posted the video, which again... Definitely did not keep that one in the draft. So I love that you put it out there.
There's so much that happened on that set.
But we're going to surprise you.
What?
Yeah, we have a video for you.
Hi, Tyriq. Just wanted to send you some love. I appreciate you so much. You were such an incredible partner in crime on our movie together. It was, heavy material most days, and you kept me laughing and smiling, and I felt that I could be completely open and honest with you because you created such a safe space for me and my emotions and everything, and I think that's something really special. So I'm very grateful for that, and also. You learned the lyrics to Charlie's Party for You, which it's a challenge, and you took the time because you knew to make me happy. And so for that, I'm forever grateful.
Oh, no.
Love you, bye.
I thought y'all were going to
No, we're not. This is Reminders of Him. We're going to make you weep on it.
Oh, my God. Oh, man. Maika's not one to share emotions, so hearing her I'm like, give me something,
She gave it to you there, and she knew that you were going to be doing this right now. Look at that.
If y'all
talk about her, this was just here. We're gonna give the camera.
Yeah. If y'all knew the half of what she had to deal with, even a 10%, and for her to show up every day.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could do that, and I just felt so protective over her and. Just mesmerized by her. Anytime there was any type of scene and she had to go there emotionally. There's one scene where we're in the field. There's one moment I lost myself in the scene because I'm like, she's going there and, mixed with Vanessa, organically, massaging the scene. It's powerful, and to have Maika as a co-star I cried our last scene together.
Aww.
On her coverage.
I mean, let's be real. It's okay.
On her coverage. I'm sorry. I'm fucking you up. But it was or messing you up. Sorry. I'm like, oh my God, this is our last scene together. And yeah, I just had so much fun with her. So
I stand by what I say. They put you in that genre stuff, but it is a soft lover boy at heart, kids. You not hear him saying he was weeping on coverage? Then I'll have it happen.
That was, and they videoed it where I'm like crying. That was it.
Wow.
Like that was the last scene. And I was like, why am I the one crying? You're not crying? You don't feel anything?
Because you were in it.
Yeah,
no, this is like, it's a testament to you being in it.
Yeah.
You did amazing.
Yeah, well,
Thank you.
I didn't know I was going to cry on this interview.
This is a new season. We're bringing out the production value, sir. Listen. All right. Rapid fire right here. Okay. Just the first answer real quick. Favorite movie snack?
Popcorn with the peanut M&Ms thrown in it.
I dig that.
Yeah.
Movie theater alone, yes or no?
Yes, absolutely.
Actor or filmmaker you always show up for?
Actor I show up for, Daniel Kaluuya. Filmmaker I show up for, Ryan Coogler.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Favorite classic Universal monster film?
Ooh, is it that like Universal Studios?
Yeah, any of Frankenstein.
Is the Mummy one?
Yes, definitely the Mummy.
And they're doing I don't know if that's announced.
It's announced.
Oh, is it? They're doing a new one.
It's announced, right? Okay, I was like, it's announced, right?
Hey, Universal. Yeah, let's make a third movie together. All right.
Favorite romance film?
Love Jones.
So now we're going to play a game of This or That Romance Edition.
Okay.
The Photograph or Silver Linings Playbook?
Silver Linings Playbook.
Love Jones or Silver Linings Playbook?
Love Jones.
Love Jones or Atonement?
Love Jones.
Love Jones or 50 Shades of Grey?
What?
Shush. The answer.
50. No, okay. Love Jones. Shout out Chicago.
Love Jones or Queen and Slim?
Love Jones.
Love Jones or Love and Basketball?
So like, two things could be great. I think I'm gonna have to
got this or that.
Love Jones is just poetic.
That's
sexy.
Fine.
Love
Say
Jones.
It. Love Jones. Listen.
Yeah.
Love Jones or If Beale Street Could Talk?
Love Jones.
Love Jones or Titanic?
See this? You
why are you looking at me like that?
Yeah, I know what you're doing. Love Jones.
Love Jones or Casablanca?
Love Jones.
That's fine. Yes. Love Jones with the win. You're a Love
That's
Jones.
That's such a
no, it is
like movie, and then you come back to it. It's like Love Jones. It's like Love Jones.
That scene, by the way, one of the most realest things is that scene where she's like, "I'm gonna go sleep on the couch and I'm gonna go sleep upstairs." That scene, just that.
Exactly. So
that is some real couple.
But all those other movies were really great,
But this is Love Jones.
Titanic, yes.
Yeah. They're not coming for you.
They're not. Like, Titanic, cinema, but Love Jones. Watch it and rewatch it if you have a problem. And if you have a problem, don't argue with me. Argue with your auntie.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Tyriq Withers, sir, thank you so much for being on Scene on the Screen. Yes. And folks can check you out in Reminders of Him in theaters March 13th. March
13th. Go with your friend, your auntie, your uncle, your dog, PG-13, so bring your kids. It's going to be a great time. Bring tissue and have some fun.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Reminders of Him, only in theaters March 13th. Buy tickets now on Fandango. To watch the movies discussed in this episode and more, head on over to Fandango at Home. Scene on the Screen with Jacqueline Coley is a Universal Entertainment and Fandango podcast. Thank you to our producers, Dwight Keynes, Fabian Castro, and Camille Holmes Bonilla. This has been a Straw Hut Media production with original theme music by Shirley Song.